Good morning. Right now it is 20 minutes after 10 here in Grenada, Mississippi. And as y'all can see from the weather, it's very, very cloudy. It was sunny earlier. My brother dropped me off in town so I could take care of a few things. And about around after 6:30, it's already like in the 60s here in Grenada. It was a little nippy this morning, so I had to get thin long sleeves. So, a couple of days ago, I asked on Facebook and Twitter if y'all have any questions. I only got one person asked me the question, which is, let me get to it, because I'm not the guy with the cool phone like other people do. So, let me get to it. See, I got this little phone. I don't have the tech gadget thing. All right. This is, if you can see it, is Autism Podcast. Tweet to me. They asked, yes, we would love to know how you overcame being blind in one eye. I think it's great that you do so much and don't let anything get in the way. All right. I'll give you a little bit of my history of my blindness so you can understand. I was born January 29th, 1979. I was born completely blind. I had degenerative glaucoma in both eyes. Before I had my eye, a new eye and stuff, I had a total of 7 eye surgeries. My first surgery was when I was 2 weeks old. I was born without tear holes. So the doctors had to go in and put tear holes in my eyes. And if anybody does not know about glaucoma comes in 3 forms. Chalky, which will come in the middle section of the eye, look like chalk substance. Milky, looks like real milky color, like white as this cup right here. See, white as this cup. Get some drink. And the third, which is the hardest, is the liquid form. I had the liquid form. Now, something like a lot of people don't know, glaucoma affects with eye pressure, which did me. I've been taking eye drops, and when I was a young kid, I used to take 2 in the left, 1 in the right, and when I got a little older, and I mean a little bit older, they told me stop taking drops in this one, but only start taking 1 in this one. So I wound up getting an eye drop like the 2-in-1 combo. Boom. Which this eye drop was made by different companies. Each one went out of business and only except one. So I had to stay through it. By the way, cannot remember my very first eye doctor. I think it's Dr. Coulter. But I know I had Dr. Mendel and Dr. Evans. Dr. Mendel passed away, and I have Dr. Evans. Dr. Evans is a glaucoma specialist. He deal with that. And if you think that name sounds familiar, he did the movie The Grace Card. He wrote, produced, and directed the movie. What is it? Yes, another thing. When I turned about 2016, 2017, the eye pressure got real bad. I'm talking about super bad. All right. I'm not going to take the eye out on the video. I'm going to duck down, then come back. Just one sec. Okay. This is my eye. You see the white stuff on right there? All right, in your eye, there's some white stuff and some black stuff. The pressure was going up so bad, it was pushing the black stuff up and coming up to the white. As you see, this is my fake eye. As you can also see, it has a little, you can tell from the middle, that is a button in the middle. Now, my eye is a hazel dark blue. Excuse me. Alright, thank you. As you saw, my eye is a hazel blue. You also have, sometimes it can irritate me. But in 2016, 2017, around that period, the eye pressure got bad. So much so, it was causing pressure in the back of my head. I also had fluid in the back of my head. There was no other eye drop that can help lower the pressure at that time. So Dr. Evans referred me to Dr. Linder. Dr. Linder is the guy who deals with the eye thing like I have now. Sorry. This thing's giving me a little trouble today. Anyway, what happened was they had to go in, surgically remove my eye. Now, say the round piece of the eye, you have cord behind the eye. The doctor held the eye, flipped the thing like a clothesline, like a clothespin on a clothesline, like that on the cord. Took off the eye. Now he put in the white, and remember I showed you the white part, the white tissue. Now here's a little interesting fact. People's eyes are donated every single day, especially the white tissue. Surprise, I did not even know that myself until I got the transplant, or a couple months before the transplant. Now, what happened was, yes, this is going to get real. They took a sphere or marble, no metal, always glass, because if you have to do MRI, it will affect your head and stuff. Anyway, they took the marble, put it in the tissue, covered the tissue up, sewed it up, put it in your head. Now, mine was doing well. The only thing was, remember I told you I had 7 eye surgeries. Well, it's been a very, very long time since I was under anesthetic gas. And also was not feeling good. So, I had a little accident with the eye. I had to wait a couple more months to get a new sphere in. Yeah, it came out. So in August, September of 2017, Dr. Linder referred me to Dr. Thomas. Dr. Thomas was the one that made the artificial eye. Now, here's how it did. He took a netting, and it's not, all right, I'll give you an example, badminton net. Badminton, you could do like this, got the net on the pole, and something like that. You put it over the sphere tissue thing right here, and took wax, cold wax, put it there, made a mold of the eye, put it over another mold like this, and worked with it and stuff. It's a good bit of detail. I have videos on this channel that goes in detail at it. Anyway, throughout my family, we've had eye problems a lot. If you have family history, check out, not just find out who's in the family, but I advise you check out if your family has hereditary diseases or genetic diseases in your family, get that checked out. Mine was with the eye. So we had that thing, we had to make sure it's okay. But here's the thing, it can also skip a generation, so you might want to get that checked out too. But I have dealt with blindness majority of my life. Uh, Took training in Ed McBride and Reach Center for the Blind. Now, Ed McBride and Reach is two different things, and I mean totally different. In Ed McBride, they actually teach you how to use a cane. And in Reach, they teach you how to use the cane while you're blindfolded. Even if you're blind, they ask you to put the blindfold on. Which, by the way, I hated that blindfold. I hated that blindfold with a passion. Because it irritates the eye. It has stuff that's around the eye, around the mask and stuff. Anyway, which right now I don't have my cane because I need to get a new one. And Duck Hill and Grenada does not have the stores or shops or the play areas here where you can get a cane for the blind or folding cane. I prefer to work with the folding cane better because when you get in like a tight area, let's say elevator and stuff, you can fold the cane before you get in the elevator. And usually they have a holster or carry part for the cane. I don't have that either. I do have a folding cane, which is really old, and it's a jumbo marshmallow ball cane. Now, the jumbo marshmallow ball, they have two of them. One where you can do like tap, 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 tap. The other is roll. I have the rolling one. I've talked to Maxi Aids, which is a business or corporation that deals with helping with blind people and even some who are sighted but have a little trouble seeing. They have canes and stuff, but it's very far off. And a lot of times you have to order the canes either through the phone or over the internet, which I don't like either. I prefer go to a place that actually sells the canes and you can like physically look at it, have it measured. I'm considering getting the jumbo red rolling ball. Now the jumbo red rolling ball is at the end is huge, and you can like do it like this. Now I've worked with the new cane, which is like completely long. You cannot fold it, but it goes tap 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 tap. That one I can get used to because when you tap it, say when you like on the table here, you go. The echo bounces and come back to you like a bat listening to his environment. The only problem I have with that cane is the tip is messed up. Again, we do not have the stores that sells those tips in Grenada or Duck Hill. Literally, Grenada, Duck Hill, upgrade, please. Please upgrade. Like I said, I've been to Reach, I've been to Ed McBride. I actually got my GED through Eddie McBride while I was taking my training. In 2006, I believe. No, 2004. 2004, I got my GED. Between around that time, I did classes that helped me like mobilize and stuff. Also, here's a little downside. Ed McBride is in Jackson. Reach is in Tupelo. Now they have mobility like cabs, buses like that. Grenada does not. I actually went through Reach, and like I said, I had to do everything blindfolded, which means cooking, woodworking, computer. I even had to learn Braille. By the way, there's three types of Braille. I'll let you know, just like there's three types of sign language. As you can see, I like to use my hands a lot when talking. I do know a little bit of sign language. If you do see me out in public and I do like this, that means thank you. Like I got yeah. No, it means thank you. If you see me doing this, that means I'm sorry. Uh, that a lot of people know this means I love you, or a lot of people do. So I know a little bit of that. I also know do Braille. I know there's machines and typewriters that do Braille. I even took typing classes in Reach and Ed McBride. And uh, by the way, the Braille typewriter, that thing's heavy and noisy. And you really have to know your stuff doing the thing. And it's loud, I'm going to tell you. Also, these typewriters for the Braille, they're not cheap. Mm-mm. Sorry. But they do have a way where you can type. I had to learn to type blindfolded, just like regular keys. But also, they have a program where you talk. The thing will talk with there's software that literally talks while you type. It speaks while what you're typing, and they have a printing machine that prints not just regular print, but also you can print Braille. I worked with both of the things, the software and the Braille thing. Also, I did, like I said, I did woodworking. Uh, Made tissue box, made a little jewelry box for my mom. Braille cells. Braille cells are like a little block. Like if you stand it on one side, it goes this tall, that way, real thick. And it had like six little pegs to help with the Braille. Now a lot of times the Braille uses six little dots. If you ever like seen Braille and stuff, you understand. By the way, I even use a Braille ruler, so that's a little bit of a challenge. So also, my favorite thing to do is mobility. When I was in Reach, I did mobility. I did a little bit of typing. It was okay. Woodworking is my favorite because I enjoyed the smell of the sawdust and stuff. I enjoyed that. Uh, Even though I have one eye, yes, like I said, I use the blindfold thing, the shades. But when I'm not using the shades, I actually use my photographic memory. Yes, I have photographic memory. I'm good memorizing pictures, colors, anything that's helpful for the memory. I got that. And a lot of time, I'll tell you good stories. Uh, One things I had to do while I had like my shades blindfolded was cooking. So the night or two before my graduation, there's two graduational things. Um, Two classes have uh, graduational tests. The cooking class, there was two. One for the center and one for family and friends. I passed both of them. By the way, I accidentally dropped a glass bowl thing that had lasagna in it. That was the first time something happened in the center, and it was on me. The other thing is mobility. Now, mobility teaches you how to get around places while you're blindfolded, while you're using cane. Um, Went to Memphis on the bus over there. If I remember correctly, the buses over there was $1. The fee to ride the bus, like different areas, like say you get if Grenada had one of the buses, if you had a bus stop area like at the Dollar General outside Grenada, and you want to ride to from there to um, Walmart behind me on the hill, it usually the fee will be $1.75. You put the change thing there. It may have gone up since last time I was there. Anyway, I rode the bus there, blindfolded and stuff. I really enjoyed it and stuff. It was a little bit of a challenge. Now, on mobility, there are two graduational routes. There's in town and the out town. The out town is actually a little town area outside Tupelo. You had to go around certain places. It was a small area, real small, about half the size of Grenada. I will give you that much. The in-town route was in Tupelo. Now that was a bit of a challenge for me because I was there all day. From like my graduational in-town route actually started at 6:30 in the morning, and I got back to the center about around like 5:30, 6. So, and by the way, I did get sunburned on the back of my neck and a little bit on my. See, the shade will cover this part of your eyes, like it will go like this. So I got sunburn on the top of my head, on my cheeks a little. So yeah, I was really exhausted. Uh, I did one graduational lesson for woodworking, which a lot of people, let me put it like this. I went big. We have an expression, go big, go home. Yeah. A lot of the students make a little entertainment center, spice rack, or even like a coat rack thing. I went big. I made a swing set. Yeah, you heard me right. Swing. With the swing frame and man, put the chains on the swing, all blindfolded. Um, Got sick a night before my graduation and even the day of my graduation. And I have to tell you, my grandfather was alive. He passed away before uh, he could see me graduate. So I got to see that. Real proud of myself because that's a big, big deal. Originally, on my graduational lesson for woodworking, I was going to do a glider. Now, if anybody has ever done a glider, my hat is off to you because I ordered a glider plan set once, and even the guy, my teacher, Dr. Green, looked down. He said, "Nope, this is way out of my league." I mean, this is where out in the open middle of the ocean where the big sharks play. He said, "Nope." He said, "Lloyd, why don't we just do a swing, just a regular swing?" So I actually found one with the frame, uh, with the swing and chain stuff. So I had to take quick measurements. By the way, I actually I did the measurements in a public place where I can just take my shades off, jot it down real quick. But I did the lesson blindfolded, so it was not an easy feat. Let me get back to the cooking. on the night of my graduation of cooking, which was for the center. Now, the one for the breakfast was a little different. What the night for the dinner, what I did was I opened all the cabinets, even the refrigerators, stood back. I photographically memorized all of the stuff in the cabinets and the refrigerator. I went over it not once, but 4 different times the same night. So I used my memory to help me with that. Um, but yeah, there's a lot. I did a lot of stuff blindfolded in case I lose this eye. Now, if you're watching this video, this is my left eye. This is my good eye right here, the right eye. Little fun fact: in the fall of 2005, I shot a 4-point deer 25 feet from my house by standing on the porch. I did that on Thanksgiving Day. That's how I can remember killing my first deer. Not bad for a guy with one eye, huh? Anyway, that's a little bit, that's a great deal of the history of my blindness. Now, Autism Pod asked me, how do I deal with it? It's not easy. I mean, like I said, I don't have my cane right now. We don't have an area where I can get another cane. But I have to try to be careful when I'm around somebody. I try to give them enough space so whenever I turn to the left, I try not to hit people on my left. Even though I have one good eye. And by the way, when you have one good eye and you don't appreciate that one good eye. Now, a lot of people may just say, no, just, it does get me down once in a blue moon. I will tell you, I'm also helping my mom's tablet real quick. I will tell you, there's times I do get down and out because of my eye. Because a lot of people will not let me do one thing I want to do, which is drive. Now, believe it or not, I do feel like I am capable of driving, even though I have one eye. I'm trying to take care of my mom's thing right here while I'm talking to y'all right quick. Because I am updating her tablet. Okay. Alright, got that taken care of right quick. Anyway, but yeah, I do get down and depressed sometimes because it's not depressed, it's frustrated. Because you want to prove, I love proving people wrong. But when you try to prove people that you can do things even with one eye, it is hard. I mean, really hard because it's constantly a battle. And it's not really easy. It really is. It does have its challenges like bumping into people, trying to show people that you can do the things that normal people do, even though you have one eye. It can be frustrating. But yeah, I do have my challenges. So, if any of you have a question, just drop me a line either on Facebook, Twitter. You can even look me up on Google Circles. I do ask you, please pray for my family. Unspoken on that. Please pray for the Tipton family. Now, we have family here, Damon Tipton, Devon Tipton, and their families. Devon lost his wife, Julie. He lost her due to cancer. She lost the battle to cancer, which, by the way, I'm not a fan of cancer. I wish somebody just give cancer the boot. Even though the doctors today are bringing new medicine and stuff to help fight cancer. So, anyway, anyway, I know this is YouTube Live, and I have not got anybody to like talk to me and stuff. Kind of depressing, really. But I will share this video on Twitter and Facebook, and yes, Google Circles. But if you watch this video, you'll like it, drop me a line, or if you have a question, drop me a line. I hope you have a great day. Please take care of yourselves. I'm going to need to do something real quick. Okay. I'll end this for today. Talk to y'all later. And God bless.